Can I touch? Are you related to Alicia Keys? Is it an exclusive content page? What's your biggest pet peeve? What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self? Okay, time to answer all the questions you asked me on Instagram. Well, you enjoy this beautiful view from a house in Galicia. Man, there are a lot of questions. I really didn't expect this. First one, can I touch? No. When is your next marathon? Good question. After watching all the Sydney Marathon posts, I really want to run Sydney next year, so I can finally have my 7th star. Why are you running? This actually requires a whole YouTube video to answer that question, but I am running because of my sanity. Hello? I was desperate, leaving motherhood. Running gave me my life back. I'm back to being myself thanks to running. Of course, this is something that you become addicted to that feeling of accomplishment, of feeling invincible, limitless. And this is a very addictive feeling. In my case, half marathon is not enough. I have to do the whole full marathon for me to feel something bigger. It's like a drug. Running is a drug for me. Next, how can I get faster? I wish I knew. But I can tell you from my own point of view, my own experience in running, even though I started running 6 years ago, I got faster through the years thanks to multiple factors. Better nutrition, better hydration, better running form. Running form helps with running economy. Speed work will help you. Also, heel repeats. When all these factors are in sync, you can get not only faster but stronger and smarter at running. Best and worst moment in a marathon. Wow. You guys are intense. Best moment in a marathon was actually the worst moment in my marathon. That was my second Boston Marathon. That's when I lost it. My legs wouldn't respond. It was the worst moment because it was like a pain I've never felt before. It was so painful. And Boston is full of running hills, and every time I was going downhill, I thought I was gonna die. I was about to quit at mile 25. But also, it was the best time of my marathon because I ran it with one of my best friends, Victor, a fellow runner from New York. He was by my side the whole time. He helped me go through that hell, holding my hand, and that's when I felt the love of a true running friend, somebody who is there to support you, who didn't care about finish times or PRs or whatever. He actually stopped his dreams so I can finish my race. Yeah, I learned a lot from that experience, so that's why I made it my best and worst marathon ever. What's your preferred thing to do other than running and spending time with your kids? Dancing. It's like I love everything that is related to movement in terms of legs. I started having all these issues with my knees because of dancing. I was dancing hip hop, I was dancing tango before running, and it had consequences. And when I started running nonstop, it kind of made things worse. But yeah, if I'm not running, I'm dancing. That's my thing. Have you considered broadcasting? I think you'd be wonderful. Probably you're a new follower, but that's my past life. I was a newscaster for 15 plus years. I landed in the running world like by accident actually, but yeah, that was my life. That's my occupation. I'm a journalist. I worked on TV. I was in front of the camera leading the night and weekend newscast of a very famous 24-hour news channel in New York up until I had my first baby. If you could only take one sports supplement, which one would you choose? Seriously? I need my creatine, and I need my magnesium, I need my omega-3s, I need my collagen. Right now, at this stage, in my running journey, I think I will be taking creatine, but that's a difficult question. Jeez. What's the first thing you recommend for someone's first 18K trial run? I mean, if you're doing this run in the morning, of course, first thing in the morning, I would suggest to eat a healthy dinner the night before. Lots of pasta or sweet potatoes or rice, whatever you can get your energy from. Good night's sleep, obviously, your hydration game on point. This trial run, you have to really be in tune with your fuel during the race. For instance, you have to practice that as well. Have your gels ready. You have to pay attention to many cues, like for instance the gels or your fuel strategy during the race. It's going to be every 30 minutes. It's going to be 20 minutes. I mean, you have to know what works better for your energy. So load up on salt intake, magnesium. With everything you know now, what advice would you give to your 20-year-old self? You serious? Again, that's a full YouTube episode on its own. I think I've lived too much too long too fast. I would tell her, start running. I wish I could have started running when I was younger. I started running way too late. Although I always say it's never too late, but yeah, I would have preferred to start running in my 20s. To have better PRs, better energy, and better recovery span. Man, all that time wasted. I would have been a wiser young adult, would have taken better decisions in my romantic life. Now you know, if you're in your 20s, now you know, I'm telling you, start running. Are you related to Alicia Keys? No? A movie you could watch over and over again, Interstellar. That's my favorite movie of all times. When do you come to Berlin? Whew. Well, I wish I could say probably next year, but I'm trying to be more responsible with my running after having surgery in my knees. But since I really want to run Sydney, I know Sydney and Berlin are kind of close in date, so that's why I prefer to run Sydney first. Who knows, maybe Berlin in 2 years. Do you ever go out without your camera and selfie stick? Many times. I have a private life that I don't really show to the world. So yeah, there are many instances when I don't have my camera and my selfie stick. I always use them during the races because I enjoy interacting with other runners and people, the crowd, and that's how I create my content. And that's the content that you watch and get you inspired to run. How do you address running burnout? Start doing something else. If you're burning out from running, it means that you're doing it too much. It's better to take a mental break and a physical break from it. So try cross-training, try something else. So you don't lose your fitness, because a lot of our concerns when we stop running is like, oh, I'm gonna lose my fitness. It's not like that. I promise you, your body remembers. If you're really concerned about your fitness, start doing something else. We all deserve from time to time a little break from running, especially when you're training for a marathon. So when you get back to it, you're refreshed, you see the sport with other eyes, and your body will thank you. If you didn't run, what other sports would you do and why? Like, I hate swimming. I dislike biking so much. It's so boring. It has to be something that gives me the adrenaline and the runner's high. I don't see myself golfing. Dancing can be considered a sport. Yeah, that's the only thing I see myself doing other than running. What's your biggest pet peeve? I don't know, in what context? Like in life, like in running in general? Running gatekeepers. People that believe they are the best at it and criticize every minor thing from any other runner. They're very annoying. People that don't wear deodorant at the start line. Sorry. I have a very sensitive sense of smell. So yeah, if you're at the start line, at the beginning of a race, of a marathon, I mean, come on. Man, you guys are getting way too serious with this. Tell me your 3 most have essentials items in your daily life. Okay, my first essential, my retinol for my face. Water. Third, my phone. This is my workplace. So yeah, I need my phone. Fuel schedule on a marathon: start, gels, electrolyte systems, all of it. My goodness, I did a reel about this. Like, I used to take gels by distance, like every 5 miles, but then I learned as I got faster that I burn more calories faster. That's why I started taking a different approach. So it was by time. So I did it every 30 minutes. Fast runners that finish in under 3 hours, they do it even every 20 minutes. And electrolytes, always, you have it on the course. You know, I have it in every other water station. That's me. And also I alternate with salt tablets, 2 tablets every hour. For cramps towards the end, like at mile 18, I take like a pickle shot to avoid cramps. Describe your perfect rest day. What will be like? Sleep is the best way you can rest and recover. Sleep all day, watching Netflix from bed. What's the most unexpected challenge you faced that had nothing to do with running? Come on, man. Moving to another country. After having a solid and amazing running community, friends in New York, and had to move and start all over again in another country, that sucked. No, in terms of everything else, let's take running out of it. My most challenging time was when I had to quit my career so I can become a mom in another country. That was very challenging because I've worked all my life and I was working my ass off. in New York as a news anchor and also having my own fashion and beauty show in Yahoo, and suddenly it just stopped. I had to quit everything because my husband decided that he wanted to go home. His parents were getting older. So are you still taking a break from running? Please say yes. Yes. I decided this year, after running the Tokyo Marathon, I promised my knees to take a long break from structured training. I've been running, you've seen me from time to time, but I'm not doing it regularly, only when I feel like it's a good time to do it. I've been doing cross training a lot. You saw me rowing, kayaking, been doing a lot of biking. I've been trying everything else to help my knees recover properly. Surgery is not an easy thing to do, to come back from. So I think I did a monumental task by going back too soon to running a marathon right after a surgery. So it was a lot. I did it, I finished, I got my 6-star medal. My knees deserved a more proper rest. Why didn't you travel to Sydney Marathon? Because I wasn't running. And I'm not gonna spend a lot of money on going to a country if I'm not gonna run. Skincare routine. 80% of my followers are male, and I know you don't care or can care less about my skincare routine, but I do have a percentage of female runners who are asking me about this. I'm gonna do a special content for you. I think this is important for us because we female runners are exposed to the outdoors, to the sun, to the inclement weather, and it takes a toll on our skin. Yeah, I would like to share with you my tricks. How are my knees? My knees are fine right now. I haven't really done any long distance running, so I can't really say if they're completely recovered or not. I'm gonna give them a long time for them to heal. So we'll see next year when I start running again in a more structured way. Are you thinking of joining the super half marathons? Yes, that's one thing I have it in my bucket list after finishing Sydney. So I want to start doing this new cycle of the super halves in Europe now that I live here. So yes, that's a great challenge. Can I carb load with liquid carbs, or does it have to be solid carbs 3 days before race? Oh, most definitely. All these different supplement brands like Martin, they have great liquid carb options. I know many runners who do it, and they work perfectly. What's your go-to exercise? I would say squats, so I can work my quads and my glutes and my legs in general. Is there an exclusive content page coming in the future? Maybe a private one? Why is everybody asking me this? Can you please support me here in public? How was your trip to Korea? It was amazing. It wasn't anything that I expected, and I prefer to be surprised, and I was completely surprised by Korea. Especially its people, the culture in general, and it was even more amazing because we went with friends, and friends who are from there, who showed us around and understand the differences between the Western countries versus the Korean culture. So I loved the food. It's nothing like anything you have tasted before, and it was amazing. De vez en cuando videitos en español para la comunidad latina venezolana que te sigue. Es mucho trabajo. Lo he intentado, de hecho tengo una cuenta en Instagram en español que se llama Carlet's Run. Empecé bien, pero es que me di cuenta que entre TikTok, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Long Form Videos, Instagram, me estaba muriendo. O sea, no puedo con todo. Esperando que salgan más herramientas de inteligencia artificial para que me ayuden, porque lo hago todo sola. Todo esto lo hago sola, so yo no tengo nadie que me ayude. Are you doing London again? I want to do London again. If I feel that I'm fully recovered and my legs are fully recovered by next year, New York, of course, I want to do it, but London is like, I fell in love with London. London Marathon is amazing. So yes, definitely want to repeat that one. What is the most memorable scenic run you have taken? In Portugal, by the northern coast of Portugal, Viana do Castelo, they have like a really nice route for the pilgrims doing Camino de Santiago. Is breathtaking. It's gorgeous. When are you visiting New York City? Soon! I'm gonna be there again for the marathon. I'm not running, but I'll be cheering, of course. I want to plan a meetup with all of you so we can get to know each other in person. When do you get 50 years old? Is it also allowed? It's coming up, my friend. You don't have to remind me. Well, I get that said. Thank you so much for asking me all these questions. The point of doing this for YouTube is because I want you to subscribe to my channel. The more you watch it, the more you comment, the more you talk about it, and the more you interact with my content on YouTube, the better for me. Hit like, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for your support. Love you all.